Hello everybody, and welcome to another speedrun game. Samurai del Ocaso, rated 1128. He opens up with e4, we go c6 to try to enter into a Caro Kann. We follow up with d5, it's the Caro Kann move. So now white moves the same piece twice and jumps his knight into the center, but this doesn't threaten anything, and I'm not sure what the point of this move is. It also hangs a pawn. Maybe there's some type of trap like this, going for some type of dumb checkmate, but then you kick the queen. I don't really know. I'm just gonna take the free pawn and open up this lane for my queen. Okay, so it's some type of gambit. He pushes past, sacking the pawn, allowing a possible en passant, but that would help him develop his bishop. However, this knight would then be undefended. So if we en passant and he takes with the bishop, we can go check. So in light of that, let's go en passant instead of developing our knight, because we think it wins material. So when I go check, how can he block? All of those hang the knight. And just like that, the knight's gone with check. And so we did spend time running around with our queen, but at least we didn't spend 3 queen moves to win a pawn. At least we won a piece, right? That's a big difference. So he blocks the check, and now all we want to do is develop and possibly trade as well, since we're up a piece. We'll just start with the king's knight. Can't go wrong. It touches the center. He develops a bishop and attacks the knight. How is this guy 1128? He should be rated 100. He's just hanging his whole piece, right? And then he castles like nothing happened. Whoa, excuse me. I just want to continue my development. So we'll put the bishop outside the pawn chain so we can close the pawn chain. Or we could play e5, but either way. He goes here, maybe trying to prevent some type of attack, but he's going to get attacked either way, whether he likes it or not. I'm going to develop my other knight here to its only reasonable square. And now I'm ready to long castle. My rook will stare at the queen, and I can launch my pawn up the board. So he develops his queen to the center, but it doesn't come with any threats. He's probably trying to trade or something. If I castle, this pawn's hanging. I'm just gonna play e5, move in the center for free, because it hits the queen. It's supported by the knight. It gains space. So he does go for what I thought. He wants a queen trade because he's afraid. But I'm up 7 points of material, so a queen trade is not going to be good for him. Having said that, I don't have to queen trade him, and I'm not going to. I'm going to move to the only non-queen trade square available. And now I won't trade. He can't press the issue this turn, so he just develops the knight. You know, just trying to get pieces out. But now I was going to develop my bishop, let's say here, but since his queen is here, I'm going to develop it almost for free in a way, because of these discoveries might be dangerous. So this is a threat in essence, and while I can castle short, I do want to play h5, h4 with my rook support behind it, so I want to castle long. It is riskier for your king, but it's also way riskier for his king. And considering I'm up so much, it's not actually risky for me. So he tries to improve the knight. It doesn't threaten anything, and his queen is still under the discovery. So now I have potential knight jumps with that discovery, and if I go here, although the knight doesn't hit anything, it does block off this rank. The funny thing is, I was going to block off the rank because when I attack the queen, he has nowhere to go. But because he put his knight here, he still has nowhere to go. I don't need my knight here anymore because he still can't go out here. He only could have escaped to the squares he just blocked. So I could literally move my knight anywhere and his queen is trapped. So that's kind of funny. However, I might as well put it to a forward square in my opponent's position. He automatically moves this, so he calculated this. However, I don't have to take his queen and allow him to take mine. His queen is still trapped, mine is not. So I can move it simply here, and now his knight's also hanging. And this guy's hanging everything in spectacular fashion. But that's what happens if you don't play principled chess. And moving the same piece twice like him and just throwing your pieces in and blundering everything is not principled chess. So he moves the knight, which opens up those escape squares if you take with your knight. If you take with your bishop, you're not hitting his queen. So you have to take with your queen to maintain everything. He may now try to hit it again, but okay, so now he sacks the bishop to try to create a square for his queen. We'll just take that. Thank you very much. So he goes here, hits our king and our bishop. We just protect. He'll evacuate, waste another turn. And after all is said and done, we're up 12 points of material. We're up 4 minor pieces. 2 bishops and 2 knights. So this guy gives a check, and now and only now will I allow a queen trade. Because this is my house and I decide when we queen trade. And he does take it. I'll just improve the bishop. He puts a rook here. I'll match him. He has nothing to do. He only has 2 rooks. He attacks my knight, but no one cares. You can move it wherever you want. He attacks it again, but no one cares. You can move it wherever you want. It literally doesn't matter. You just pick a square. You know, hang it if you want. You don't even need to move it. You're up 12 points of material. I don't know what he's thinking about. There we go. Nice move. Offer a rook trade. He ignores me. I will just maybe try to force the issue. He might just avoid it, but then I will infiltrate and defend. And now I get to double. And there's nothing for him to do. He should resign and save us all the trouble, because he played an absolutely, positively awful game. And he wanted to take and use the pin against my bishop, but I'm pushing past just to like really make him mad and not give him anything. And there's nothing here. This doesn't do anything. This is just a joke. We take that, and now our rook is open with checkmates to follow. When he takes, okay, he doesn't even take. I'm going to push past just for fun. That way he can't take, and now he can never see my king. Hopefully he's in despair and will resign. But I guess this samurai won't resign. He'll play till the end. So let's do this. It looks quite annoying. He moves the rook, counterattacks the bishop. We'll just move it out of the way with a check. Can't be that bad. He moves his king. I mean, there's not much to explain. You just really just move any of your pieces anywhere and you're winning. Trade the rooks, you're winning. Sack the rooks, you're winning. If I lose both my rooks right now, I'm still winning. So there's that. Now we could just bring in this rook. We have knights to bring in. This is just no calculation. You should be able to convert this against Stockfish. If you can't, that's really bad. And you need to play much slower games so your brain can adjust to chess. I don't know, let's just randomly bring a knight in. Now I don't even want this pawn because it's in the way of my checkmates. So like check. There's got to be some checkmate. We have 1,000 pieces. So let's see where he goes. I don't know. Let's go with this check. Oh, you see? I knew there had to be a checkmate. It's not even worth calculating at that point. It finds itself. So we go for a Caro Kann. D5. And then he just immediately throws the game. Like, this is so dumb. Doesn't make any sense. I just don't get how you can get to 1100 if you play like that. Doesn't make sense. But we take free stuff. And then free stuff, because normally if this isn't a tactic, like if we don't win material here, you develop a knight. You develop this knight. You can develop a bishop. But because I saw that there's a tactic, we go down this line. And the reason I wouldn't go down it otherwise is because I don't want him to be well developed like this, and I don't even have pieces out. But if it wins a knight, then whatever. So free stuff. And then development center. Free stuff. I mean, what the heck was that? Development center. Development center. Center development. Forced move either way. You could take or not take, but your queen was hanging. Development and threat. So kind of like developing for free. Improving a piece for free, and we win material. So force move, free stuff, improving a piece for free, forced move, development and center, forced move, development, improving a piece, force move, improving a piece but force move as well. And I mean, we're already at move 27, and if something wasn't free stuff, free move, or force move, it was center and development, even all the way up to 27, right? So I made it very easy to kind of like find candidate moves for your choices. Your opponent makes a move and you realize, okay, he's not forcing anything, you know, he's not attacking anything, I'm not forced to do anything, so that's out of the way. Development center king safeties. Which moves are candidate moves? Like it makes it so much simpler to look for possible good moves. But yeah, so this guy was just terrible, so hopefully the next guy is a little better. Good luck in your chess. Like the video.